Hey guys, how you doing? It's Brad with ATREPodcast.com, all things real estate. I want to talk to you. I've actually done a couple episodes on communication, and I find that it's the most important thing in a real estate transaction is communication. Even if you have nothing to update, you should be updating your clients, other agents. You owe each other the, the courtesy of keeping up to date and making sure that everyone understands what your client's going through. I find that agents often will be really good until something goes wrong. But really, the best transactions and the best agents are brought out when things aren't going well, when there's a little bit of turmoil and there's a little bit of problem solving that needs to happen. We often call ourselves firefighters because we're constantly putting out fires. But we need a team, a good team of firefighters, of brothers and sisters at arms, ready to take on the world with us. And, lately I've been in a transaction for about almost 90 days. It was a 30-day escrow. My client received about $150,000 over list price. The buyer's agent removed all contingencies up front except for home inspection. Home inspection went fine. Appraisal came in about 50,000 under. The buyer said, no problem, I'll pay it. Loan went through fine. Buyer went and signed their loan docs. And then radio silence. Nothing. Couldn't get them to close, couldn't get an answer out of them. They had already removed all contingencies, so they're in jeopardy of losing their 3%. So all I expected here really was some communication from the agent as well as the lender. Now, this was the buyer's agent's lender. So I would call the lender and I wouldn't get a call back. Call the buyer's agent and they'd say, well, what do you want from me? I mean, this lender always closes, so don't worry about it. And I said, it's fine that they always close, but why do we need to go through the pain of it? Why can't they just say, hey, look, it's going to be a few more days. Here's why. And then I can at least update my seller and I can update escrow, and everyone needs to make their move and figure out what they're doing, right? So we have to keep the whole assembly line going in order to do that. So that was the first communication I had with the buyer's agent. The next communication, don't hear anything. Another week goes by. 2 weeks go by. So I said, okay, well, this is enough's enough. Now we want a $200 a day per diem. And the agent says, well, I don't know why you're doing that, but fine. Okay, we'll pay it. It's only going to be a couple of days anyway. Well, now we're 30 days over on $200 a day. That's over $6,000. We got a signed cancellation. However, I had to do what's called a 48-hour notice to perform first. After the 48-hour notice to perform, I still didn't have the right to cancel. So I had to do a 3-day demand to cancel, a demand to close escrow, or we will be canceling. Well, that was up yesterday. But yesterday, ironically, a wire came in for another $40,000. So that's cool, right? I say, okay, to my seller, well, look, a wire came in for $40,000. We're still 100,000 shy, but the lender's saying that it was sent at 2:15 after the cutoff, and that wire will come in today. Okay. Excuse me, first thing in the morning. First thing in the morning, wires come in around 6 a.m. First thing in the morning around 9, I call escrow. She goes, Brad, I still don't have it. So she sends a letter off to the lender. Hey, can you send me a reference number for your wire so I can look it up? Is it lost? They don't answer. So then I send an email to the lender and I get a reply that he's on vacation for 3 days. It just doesn't get any better than this. So then the buyer's agent finally sends an email that says, hey, can you please give us an update to her lender? So then I send a reply back that says, look, your lender's on vacation for the next few days. Not only that, he's given us no updates during this whole transaction. In my 23 years, I've never seen a lender or quite frankly, a buyer's agent with such horrible communication. The truth is we all get hiccups. There's always going to be a mistake or a fire we need to put out, but we can really work together and get it all done. Now, I've done a fantastic job at maneuvering, the pitfalls and keeping my client informed, and he's been wonderful. And now we're, again at the 12th hour, and I have a signed cancellation I'm ready to send in, but I know that if I send it in and then the wire comes in, then I have to rescind it. So it's a Friday. I'm trying to give them just a few more hours to try to pull this through, and we'll see what happens. But again, this agent calls escrow and says, I'm so sorry this happened. And I know I don't even know what to say. And I'm afraid to call Brad because, this went completely wrong and I'm a better agent and then that. And my attitude is, hey, you're a better agent when things are going great. But the really great agents, those come out when things are going bad. Those come out with updates. Those come out with an I'm sorry. Hey, I have no excuse. I'm sorry that this happened. I hope you give me another shot. Because remember, guys and girls, you and people, you are going to want to do another deal with me, or I'll want to do another deal with you, or I won't, or you won't. We all work together over the years. Do you want to be known as the agent with horrible communication? Or do you maybe want to be known as the agent who, there were some pitfalls, but because of the stellar communication, we all got along and the deal closed? It's so important that you communicate with each other. I always say, ask the uncomfortable question. Well, also give the uncomfortable answers. Do what needs to be done. Be honest, be ethical, be the kind of agent that you want someone to be to you. You need to be prepared. So if you're a buyer or a seller, make sure that your agent is doing their job and that they're keeping the other agent informed, that they're keeping escrow informed. I mean, quite frankly, this buyer could lose $27,000. $27,000 because they've already removed all their contingencies. And I have everything in writing and backed up. So if you were that buyer and you didn't know that your agent wasn't keeping the other agent or escrow or anybody involved or updated, how would you feel? Again, do your best. So I just wanted to come on, do a quick episode on communication and keeping everybody updated to everything that's going on. Once again, have an attitude of gratitude. And if you're interested in taking my coaching, go to ATREpodcast.com and you can download my 5 free videos on how to be successful today. And you can also, submit yourself for a free coaching session. I would love to give you a free coaching session. We can evaluate you, see where you need help, and go from there. But again, have a wonderful, blessed day. Be grateful for what you have and be good to one another. And I look forward to working with you soon. Take care. And that's our show for today. I hope you enjoyed it. Many of my podcast listeners have become my coaching clients. If you'd like to be a coaching client, go to my website at www.atrepodcast.com and sign up for your free 30-minute coaching evaluation at www.atrepodcast.com. And as my dad would always say, have an attitude of gratitude.